What's up, everybody? We talking top destinations for Tyreek Hill. Yes, that is Miami Dolphins Tyreek Hill. So without further ado, come on in the building.
Oh yeah, y'all come on in the building. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm out here. The tailgate experience.
All the way up. We're about to take the victory. Go. All right. Deep down. Let's keep it down. What do we got right here? Who in the house right here? All right.
Hold on up. A happy birthday to this.
Y'all know what time it is. Monday Night Football don't need no back to hit. I'm trying to tell you. The shit. All right. Who we got right here? We got some right here. We got Wonder Woman right here. All right. And taking out. All right. What you guys say? What you guys say? Miss Panther? Panther Lynch. All right. Miss Panther Lynch. Like Birdie. All right. Yeah. Southeast Town. Let's get it. All right. Right here, y'all at Royal Riot. Tailgate one. Oh, man. It's on. We told y'all we gonna be out there soon. And y'all know what time it is. All right.
What's going on, man? We talking potential landing spots for your boy Tyreek the Cheetah Hill. So without further ado, come on in here, like, subscribe to the channel. You already know what time it is, man. We talking NFL issues and we get into it as we do. There are, to me, probably potentially 4 destinations that I see the Tyreek Hill landed to, because after this recent loss in a season where he has underachieved and not really get 1,000 yards receiving, you hear him speak out to the media and say he is unhappy in Miami. So with that being said, first of all, the 4 teams that I'm going to name, I'm going to give you 4 realistic options and I'm going to give you 1 dream option for anybody who watching this. So the 4 realistic options, number 1 to me is going to be teams that's going to have enough cap room to really exercise this thing and make it happen. So without further ado, with over $50 million in cap, the Los Angeles Chargers need a weapon. Now, yes, you have rookie Lamb McConkey. Yes, you have Quentin Johnson, but they basically had 600 yards and more. You need more weapons for a young quarterback in Justin Herbert, in a philosophy under my guy Harbaugh that he deems, hey, it's a safe. You've seen Justin Herbert have some of the most highest efficient numbers this season under my guy Harbaugh. So with a cannon arm, the All-Pro is definitely going to do well from having a cheetah, a Tyreek Hill on the field, a guy that can take the top off the defense. So I think this is a move that the Los Angeles Chargers should make. If I'm Tyreek Hill, LA is an attractive destination. You want to be there. You want to have a chance to go at Mahomes. You want to have a chance to go at the Miami Dolphins. What better team to go to than right there in the AFC? And you get to push your way through with a quarterback that can deliver the football, because that's the biggest issue with Tyreek Hill. Your star, Tua Tagovailoa, was injured for a majority of the season. And like I said, when he came back, the ball just wasn't balling. The ball wasn't hitting his way. So let's just be real. This is another option right here, realistically, at number 2. They have a lot of money on the books, but check this out. The Washington Commodores. Jaden Daniels has immediately proved that he is the guy. He has immediately proved if you can surround him with the right weapons, this boy right here might duel a Patrick Mahomes. This boy might duel some of the top quarterbacks, and Josh Allen and all those guys, the Joe Burrows of the world, because he has that talent. He has that killer instinct in him. He has the leadership intangibles. Like I said, last year was CJ Stroud. This year is Jaden Daniels. The guy has a defense there. He has a coach that believes in him, and the sky is the limit for those guys. So Terry McLaurin is entrenched as the number one guy right there. Like I said, he had another 1,000-yard season, 13 touchdowns with my man. But with Zach Ertz pushing 34 years old, they need a weapon. Like I said, they got Ben Sinnott over there. But they need a weapon that can him. Next up, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know. For some reason, Pittsburgh and their wide receiver options just can't cut the mold. But they got around $40 million to make this thing work with cap room. So with George Pickens already seemingly being inconsistent, it seems like it's a marriage that's going downhill. You just got rid of Deontay Johnson, where you see he came to the Carolina Panthers, half season he's traded. He goes to the Ravens, 5-6 games he cut. Now you talking about potentially having a guy like him being replaced by the Cheetah. And when I say replaced by the Cheetah is the guy. He would make a good pairing with Russell Wilson. You would see deep ball shots down the field. Now, if they intend to sign Russell for another year, that would be something good to see. But nobody knows what Mike Tomlin and that offense might potentially do. Because year in, year out, the quarterback position has been a question mark for him in the last couple of seasons. Let's just be real. So Justin Fields is a young guy right there that's still on the contract. But like I said, it's depending on what Mike Tomlin wants to do there. We shall see. But they have, like I said, $40 million to potentially make a reach at Tyreek Hill and try to bring in a young guy at 31 that, you can get still 2-3 years production out of at a high level. Like I said, I think the reason why his numbers dipped this year was simply because of Tua Tagovailoa and the inconsistency of what he is. Like I said, you go as your quarterback go. And Tua, to me, I've never been high on the young man. He's a decent quarterback. He's led the league top 5, 2 years ago? But it just seemingly, if Tyreek ain't burning you, or Waddle ain't burning you, what have you seen them do the last couple of years? They get up in Tyreek, they get up in Waddle, and they throw the timing off to, where they was, because he's a spot thrower. So they throw the timing off to where he's wanting to intend the ball to go. And after that happens, he flusters. Tua Tagovailoa just isn't the same guy if the timing isn't on. So I feel for Tyreek Hill. He understands this. He wants to find a place where he can get somebody to give him the ball. And what better place than this next destination that I want to speak of? First of all, shout out to Sean Payton for making the pick, benching Russell, getting rid of Russell to bring in Bo Nix. Bo Nix to me is my rookie of the year. To me, there wasn't a more solid quarterback option starting off in his first year than Bo Nix. Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix is going to duel for that rookie of the year. But I think with the success that you have seen the Denver Broncos coming from not winning and being able to get back up in here, because think about it, they haven't made the playoffs since 2015. You haven't seen them make the playoffs since they played us, the Panthers, in the Super Bowl. That's crazy. 2015, and here it is in 2025, damn near 10 years later. They are finally making a playoff bid where they want to put their hat into the race. So he'll go a long way with Sean Payton. He'll be able to use his speed to manipulate a lot of opposing defenses at a high level and give Sutton even more opportunities. So trading for a speedy receiver would open up the field for Nix and perhaps give him more chances to hit downfield shots. One of the holes in this game as a rookie was, a lot of downfield passes, but you saw him against Cincinnati was able to really put that ball on the money and duel Joe Burrow out there. So the talent is there for Bo Nix, man. He just needed to have a weapon. And this team right here, like I said, they will be in the making. Their number one is Cortland Sutton, but them two together will make a good pairing. And then the last team, because I said I had 4 teams that realistically could get this guy. And then there's always that dream team. There are whispers that the Carolina Panthers are interested in Tyreek Hill. Let's just be real. To me, this is probably the least expected to happen because of one, the Carolina Panthers are sitting at $71 million in dead cap, and they don't see $33 million until after free agency. So trading for this man is basically off the table, and also trying to acquire him if he was cut or anything, and trying to acquire him is off the table because you're not set to get that money until later on down the line. So realistically, for Panther fans, I understand you're going to say, well, hey, we need to trade and try to see what we can do to get him in through the door. You're going to have to give up major assets to try to acquire a guy like this. And I know the whispers out there is Robert Hunt is out there trying to recruit actively to bring Tyreek Hill over here. Well, it's going to be a lot of moving in place to try to make something happen. Now, granted, don't get me wrong. The cheetah on this Panthers team with this offensive line and the run game that you have with Chuba Hubbard would be electric. Holy Cross, that boy from Holy Cross, you would have a bevy, Jatavion Sanders, Tyreek Hill. That would be a dynamic fit for him. But can we make the financials happen to make this come in? That's why I say it's almost like a dream situation. So with that being said, to any Panther fans that tuned in and was wondering, can we make this happen? You'd have to give up a whole lot to make this happen. So if your GM is a wheeling and dealing guy, then yeah, you got the potentials. There's probably about a 1% chance of this happening. 1%. But there's a small little glimmer of hope for Panther fans if you want a true option to come in. We just going to have to see. But without further ado, like I said, this was 4 destinations that I thought for Tyreek Hill would have been a good fit. Like I said, the number one thing, the key factors with all this is cap room. Having the means to be able to acquire him as an asset. So that's why I put this list together. Tell me how you feel about it in the bottom. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a neighbor, tell a friend. It's your boy Dub Q, man. And I want y'all to come back again.